never slow up. No, I don't take shit, I got no love.
How about that then? But Pini, 144.5. He is catching them, but they are pulling the.
He's gonna have a long way to. He's gonna struggle to get points, I think, when he does the long lap with it.
This is much more orderly and sedate than it was yesterday. A 144-point pin. Seemingly that pace in the start of the race was just that little bit slower. Perhaps saving.
Only 2.5 laps remaining. Well,
here we come.
Back we are then with Alvaro
9 from Quiles. He is the fastest rider on track by 0.5 of a second. Some tyres.
Well, and are they off? Did they touch the green there on the exit? Uriarte and Carpe. Carpe just ahead of Brian Uriarte. They've got about 4 or 5 bike lengths lead now over.
That's very, very impressive indeed. Then he is a man on a mission.
But they were very close to it.
They are yet to get a track limit.
Pratama and Chies and the rest of them. So now, as I said yesterday, you know, Brian Uriarte, as long as they haven't changed, and I don't think he would have.
Warning, as you see KJ Monanyane stopped with a technical issue. That's a big shame for him, the South African.
The crucial part of the race, obviously, they're going to come down to 2 laps to go after a couple of them. Brian Uriarte has the long gearing, and that works when he's on his own like this, or at least with a clear. And really, you know, it's not. Is it closing up in front, in fact? Because way back to the corners, it is yesterday's winner, Alvaro Carpe, that leads. Chies goes inside the track ahead of him. Rico Sarmel and some of the other guys are on the short gearing, which helps them punch out of the corner. Ramersdorfer in 11th. It's showing on our timing screen as one group, and there really isn't too much in it between the. Pratama to take 3rd place.
Rico getting pushed back again at the moment.
But Brian was mucked up by people yesterday. I don't think he was able to use the advantage of the leading coups now.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, well, it's under a second. As we see on Pini's, he's managed to cut back on Pugliese. He's brought him with him as well. So we've actually got 8 riders now towards the end.
Gearing, but now he's being able to run his own racing lines, his own pace, and perhaps it's working out better for him.
Between each rider, even back from Pini. So Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr., Giulio Pugliese, Leo under this, potentially battling for the podium positions then. You got Moodley just off the back. How far off? Basically yesterday he hedged a bet that he would absolutely make mincemeat of everybody in the first lap, and it didn't pay off, right? Ramersdorfer could well be joining that party as well, as Brian Uriarte goes very, very wide. The back half a second, so 2 laps to go. He's really got to get a wriggle on now. Mind the green, boys.
And something like that, yeah, definitely.
Here's what happened then, going through turn 10. Lennox Famara has actually crashed out, unfortunately, but it says rider okay.
Brian Uriarte takes up the lead. He's got Chies on his tail. Then it's Carpe.
Nana turn 10.
Beautiful stuff. Just leaning maximum angle there to keep it up. Yeah, I think you saw Brian run wide like that yesterday. It's very odd. Perhaps he just gets himself, you know, into Peroni. Pratama is there.
But for how long?
The green. Front end bumping around there, working very hard.
A colleague of mine described
too deep there somehow, and that he lost a lot of places there yesterday doing the same thing, but he's dropped all the way back, changing direction. That's so tight, so ragged. It's really getting the pressures on.
Someone's front end yesterday as a pogo stick.
And somebody, who was that, was way
Veda,
off,
I think.
way off in the green. Now to 5th place. And Ruche has dragged that go back into contention. It is now, 10 men battling for. I suppose if you're going to go in the green, you might as well make a big job of it. So it still is Brian Uriarte on the 51. The lead is with, and that's the 48 of Lennox Ferrari.
He's going up the inside. Yeah, he's going up the inside of Pugliese. He's taken Rico Salmella, who Pini pushed.
One that leads, but only just from Max Chies, the 83 of Alvaro Carpe. Yes, did you say he's okay? He's obviously rejoined the race.
That's 2A and 2B. He went down then, I think. Here's wide then. They are off the back here. The riders starting to try and avoid the slipstream, hugging the white line then.
Today's winner in 3rd place, ahead of Rico Salmella and the 73 of Valentin Peroni, making the top 5.
What happened to him? Front end washed away.
Going in. That's
Pini on the back of this group once again. Here we go down into turn 4. It's 1.5 laps to go. This does make total sense, to be honest with you. And you look at the championship, 1 to 5th in the.
I think what happened to Ruche Moodley yesterday.
Yeah,
wasn't
basically
it?
similar crash.
Right, so back with the leaders then across the start. And Brian Uriarte can't make a mistake here. He's drifted wide yesterday, drifted wide today. He pulls the
Championship battling 1 to 5th in the race as well. This is a case of all the others are seeing up ahead of them what they've got.
and finish.
You got Peeny. Peeny's caught them. He's in this group now then.
Tight line, he's got it right. He's got a lap and a half to defend the lead.
To grow in the Rookies Cup, to actually fight for the championship. This is pretty special stuff.
And there is a battle for the lead. It's Valentine Peroni on the 73, pulls out late on the brakes. He goes past Alvaro.
This is as tense as it gets in Rookies Cup. They have absolutely pulled the pin. They're still up on these guys.
And there's a 54 Veda Pratama ahead of the number 5 of Carpe.
Didn't get to speak too much about Valentin Peroni yesterday, but he has spent the entire running low 145s. This pace is red hot in comparison to what it was yesterday.
Leo Ramersdorfer.
Leo has basically lived here for the last couple of weeks during track days. Priority of his summer break, training in Malaysia with Hakim Danish and his trainer and plenty of the up-and-coming. It's all on the line here.
Yeah, still Brian Uriarte from Kia, from Carpe. It's 3 Spaniards
around the Red Bull Ring, mini bike racing, etc. Tuition from Johan Zarco as well, MotoGP rider, 4 stars from Malaysia. Very much used to the heat, even though he was suffering so far this weekend. He's also
up front, but then Veda Pratama in the 54. Now he's looking for a way past.
Former rookie, of course, as well. So expecting a good result from him. He's absolutely on it now. Thrown an inch or two as well in the summer break too, but that's not slowing him down here today.
And long that penalty for now. Veda Pratama's going to play his cards.
Yeah, what a drive Veda had. The 54. He's into foot. Christian Daniel Jr.
Yeah, absolutely superb stuff. He's really enjoying his home race, and you have a great week. 57 Zani for exceeding track limits. It is Peroni that leads. He really enjoyed the race yesterday. He said it.
4th position at the moment up the inside of Quiles. That's where his race came undone yesterday. Peeny.
And he's had a lot of interviews and that sort of thing. But Christian Daniel now making life hard for him. It was great fun. He said it all just got more and more crazy towards the end of the race. I really had a great time.
In 5th as well, they go sideways down into turn 10. Here we are, Peter. It's 1 lap to go in. It's always special when you see a home rider actually embracing the pressure.
And he said, I'm just going to try and do the same thing again, but maybe make a better job of it at the end of the race, he said.
He's got beer in Austria. They fan out. Here we go.
Carpe on one side of the track, and he's got
pressure and using it to their advantage rather than fading away with it. Impressive stuff from Leo, I've got to say.
And that, of course, with 6 laps to go, is what he's doing now. He's pulled out the very slightest advantage over the 83. He's taken the advantage away from Brian Uriarte. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? It's Carpe, superb. And Veda Pratama now completely on his own back there in 6th place. There he is, the number 54 of Alvaro. Carpe and Quiles back there in 3rd place.
Yeah, Kilo's been a bit quiet the last few laps.
Pratama's up there into 2nd place.
Wow, what a drive that was from Uriarte. Just cuts